So, how about we talk about the man that they said, if he had been discovered during his lifetime, would have made Shakespeare not even a personal brand. The man I'm talking about is Jalaluddin Rumi. Rumi was a poet, a philosopher, an academic, and he taught what he knew to those around him. But what made him famous were his books of poetry and his words and insights around spirituality, personal development, enlightenment, and inner peace, and the knowledge of the universe. So, I want to talk to you today. I want to tell you a story about how Rumi became Rumi. And so one day Rumi was sitting with his students next to a river under a tree, and he was teaching them. And along comes walking an old vagabond with a walking stick. And he interrupts Rumi's session and asks Rumi, "What are you teaching them?" Rumi dismisses the old vagabond and responds to the man saying, "Don't worry, it's beyond you." And the man then sees a stack of books on Rumi's side, stacked up, and he takes the stack of books and throws them into the river. Rumi is now shocked and dismayed at what is going on. And the students become violent and angry at how this man was teaching, or rather how this man was treating their teacher. And so they began to beat up the man, violently, aggressively. After some time, Rumi managed to simmer them down and get them off the man. The man then looked up at Rumi and smiled and said, "Would you like me to get them back for you?" Rumi, of course, agreed, and the old man proceeded to get the books out of the river and place them back in a stack next to Rumi. Except, even though the books had been in the river, they were bone dry. So now Rumi was even more shocked and confused at this miracle. And he then proceeded to ask the man, "How did you do that?" The old man then smiled and said to him, "Don't worry, it's beyond you." Rumi then spent the rest of his life following this man, his teacher, his sheikh, and all the poetry he writes. Many think it's about a woman, about some unrequited love, about the sun, and all these things. But in actual fact, the stories, the famous quotes from Rumi are all about his relationship and his love for his teacher.